Hi, this is Inelia Benz for Ascension101.com, and this is the 7-day report. 7-day report for the experimenting consciousness of existing or having the intent to exist as our essence through Joy Light Love for 21 days straight. A third of the way through. Oh my gosh. It doesn't feel like 7 days at all. It doesn't feel like one day. It's really flown by. And on this 7th day, I wanted to take the opportunity to thank Jessie, because Jessie really was there right from the beginning, and she was the first person I contacted about this idea. And she organized a lot of stuff and people, and she's been instrumental to get this exercise going, this experiment in consciousness. And she still does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So thank you, Jessie. I'm going to put a little link to her entries in the forum so you know who she is if you haven't met her yet. So thanks, Jessie. I've been thinking that today, and that's why I'm feeling so grateful for Jessie, who supported this so much, and for other support that I received in life in general. I think that's the main thing today. I've just been feeling really grateful for Daniela for being, the person who runs Ascension 101 basically, and it's been really amazing. It's been an amazing journey for me. I felt it today because there were some stress involved in something that was happening in my life, and I felt worry, and worry is just pure fear. So I did a fear processing exercise on it, and then some other issues came up that felt, it's like that heavy weight stuff, or what might people call unpleasantness or stress, happened later on, and I processed through that as well, and it basically left behind that sense of what we were talking about before, that connection with individuals, the connection with other people. It's really key to have that connection, especially if you're going through a hard patch in life, and existing or knowing your essence, and knowing that other people's essence are also, and acknowledging the essence of everybody, every human being on the planet. I don't care what they're doing or what programs they're running. Their true essence as a human being, human beings, is joy, light, love. And I was reading a book a few days ago that talked about happiness, and one of the things he said is like, when you're going through a stressful situation, or you're embarking on a really challenging project, what you should do, instead of hiding away or trying to isolate yourself so you can cope better, to actually hold on to people, to see who's around, and just hold on to them and don't let go. Not hold on to them like pull them down, but hold on as in together, yeah? Communicate with each other and share what's going on in a way that can be co-creative, a brainstorming type thing. Because there's a big difference also when we're feeling under stress and then we just vomit it all onto somebody else. That doesn't work. It just brings the other person down, as far as I have seen anyway. And it doesn't help at all. But and also embracing the other person in a sense of acknowledgement, yeah? The thought, people talk about men and women thinking differently about things, that women just want to talk about their problems and they don't really want solutions, and that men just want to find solutions for everything that's happening. My personal experience hasn't really reflected that, although I do acknowledge that I've met both men and women who do that, one or the other. But I think that as we move forward in co-creation, sometimes it is simply about how we approach the other person, or how we are basically using our relationships to evolve, and not just ourselves, but evolve in our relationships and also evolve as a species. And that connection, when it's not codependent, but actually co-creative, and you trust individuals that sometimes will simply just hold you in that energy, or just hold you physically sometimes, it's really, really important. I know for a fact, and this is me also, that often light workers will tend to isolate themselves because it's actually quite painful to be around other people, and also because often they're the most awakened person on their environment and everybody comes to them with their problems. So there's kind of a shell, yeah? I notice a kind of shell that pops up when you're expecting like a hit of some sort, whether it's energetic or emotional or even physically. There's like a hardening of energy around you, or even the physical body goes into tension and wham, it arrives. But then if you're like on that situation all the time, eventually you build up that hardness and you just move away. I think now around the planet, and especially in environments such as the forum that we've created for this experiment, and there's loads of other groups out there too, who are exploring new ways of existing together and supporting and co-creating without any hierarchy and stuff like that, so that it can be really true connection, a real essence of being connected to others. And I think that is key, because this, like I said, it's like this experiment would not have been possible if it hadn't been for Jessie. And also Ili, the webmaster, the person who programmed it, and it's there in the forum every day, making sure everybody's been able to do things, taking care of people and supporting all of us at a technical level. So it's like, and I find that when we have that kind of experience and people doing what they really love to do, it's really beautiful, and beautiful, huge things can happen. So yeah, day 7 has been about that for me. It's about understanding the support, understanding where we can go when those energetic hits come towards us, or situations or people. And it really is important to stay true, not to react, but to respond, yeah? And I found, again, it's like the easiest way to respond is to really process that big emotional energy first, or stress, or whatever it was, and then move forward from there. And acknowledge and be grateful for those energies and those individuals. And sometimes it can just be somebody at the store, that says something really nice to you when you've bought something, and that can just change everything. Those little things that change your day. And maybe do something, maybe today you could do something that inspires for somebody else. If it's a smile, if you look at somebody, even in England, and anybody who's lived in England knows what I'm talking about. Even in the street, people don't look at each other, they don't smile, they're like very serious looking. And but even here, if you engage somebody's eyes and you smile, they will inevitably smile back 99% of the time. And often it changes the entire day, both for yourself and for the person who smiled back. Yeah. So we live, and as a species, in a sort of communicating, we communicate, we contact, we connect. And I think it's safe now, it's safe to come out of our shells, it's safe to come out of our isolation. And, slowly at first, perhaps, but make those tentative connections, not in a needy kind of way, but in an honest and wanting to connect and co-create and be with the other people on this planet, yeah? Okay, I'll see you soon, next time, bye!